Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Welcome to the final episode of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. My name is Sergeant Cockroach, if you didn't already know that. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. So, to begin, now that we have Roxy's eyes, we can see certain objects, like this one, a retro CD. There are 16 of these. We have found 2 of them so far. One in Bonnie Bowl, and one in that hidden off area next to the medical station. And now, we're gonna go find the other 14. And I guess just for some quick recap if you needed it, last time we cleared up getting the last few items and every other ending except for one that I chose to purposefully save for last. Anyways, our next CD is right here in this stage next to Monty Golf. There we go. Alright, next up we gotta go to the Kids Cove. There it is, I was looking for it. So let's just head on over. We're finding these a lot faster than I thought we would. Okay, so now we're in Kids Cove and we gotta go to here. There we are. There's the next one. Now it's worth noting you need to get close with Freddy and have Roxy's eyes to find these, if you were wondering. Okay, so that's that one out of the way. I'm probably not going to jump into Freddy just yet, just because we need to get into a recharge station. Yeah, good luck with people loving you, Roxy. I'm not seeing it, but you know what, just to be safe, we're gonna hit the save point. Just for safe measures. So, I feel like always, the finale episodes end up being shorter than the other ones, because usually when we get to them, there's not much game left to do. So, hopefully this ends up being the opposite of the Help Wanted and the Curse of Dreadbear finales, where I really only had one major thing to do, and that was that. Nice. Our next one, which could be our 6th one in total, is over in Chica's Bakery right over here. Now we actually need Freddy to see it, like I said. So we gotta get him over here. He's low on battery, that's why I'm being very careful when using him. Anyways, there we go. Oh, crap. Okay, well, Chica's not that fast, so we should be fine. Okay, we made it. Next up, we gotta head to Monty Golf. We need to go to hole 5, I think it is. Hopefully we can find a recharge station somewhere around here, because we need one desperately. Really is nice having every section of the game unlocked to our heart's content now.
Did you know that birthday wishes only come true at Freddy Fazbear's? It's true. Kids who have home birthdays have fewer friends, and parents who don't love them. This has been another fun Faz fact.
So now we need to find... First, let's find a recharge station. Hopefully there is one. Nope. Yes, recharge station. Perfect. Okay. Now we need to find hole number 5. So let's go back upstairs and follow the holes. Let's see. So we go here. 1, 2. There's number 3 at the end here. There's number 4. Here's number 5. There it is. There's the retro CD. Alright, now let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Alright, you're out. Okay. Right. So then we want to go this way. Through here. This will take us closer to Rockstar Row, I believe. And also here's a recharge station. Which is very nice. One free photo bus. You know, I'm not exactly sure what area this is, but... Oh! Oh, okay, this is the other end of the thing, okay. I like how I say the thing very ambiguously. Anyways, what we need to do is we need to come over here to this cutout of Helpy and get into Rockstar. Not Rockstar, Glamrock Freddy. And we need to look at the cutout again. And there's the retro CD right there. Now I'm kind of going off this paper guide I have here, so it looks like it's saying next we have to come back in here and go over to the, like, Pirate Foxy thing. Oh, because it's right here. It is. Retro CD number 9? I think. Where's Freddy? Where's Freddy? Okay, so next up is, I think, also nearby somewhere. If I remember correctly, it was like... I don't remember if there was one on, like, the button where you have to, like, reset the show thing or not, but either way, we're gonna end up going this way. Where's Freddy? And this should be right here on the pedestal. There we go. So that's number 10, I believe. Okay, now that we're done here, let's get out here. Go here. Go this way. And, I think we went this way. We'll take us, yep, to the atrium. So go this way. Recharge station. You know, I don't really need it. Still helpful. Boom. Fully charged. Freddy. Now we're near Monty Golf. We need to go to Fazbear. It's on a trophy case, apparently, for the next one.
Wow, carbonated pepperoni with a hint of cheese. Now that's what I call pizza.
Why does it say it's going down? Shouldn't we be going up? Anyways, we go over here to the trophy case, and here it is. I was calling back in to the elevator and push the button.
Did you know that everyone loves pizza? Yes, it's true. Based on a double-blind study from a leading Fazbear publication and scientists, 100% of those questioned would choose pizza over any other food group, even people with wheat and dairy allergies. This has been another fun Faz fact.
Okay, alright. So now next we need to go to Roxy Raceway, which is actually like right here. And store. Actually, no, let's go here first. So first, we actually have one at the hair salon. And, oh, Freddy. And it's gonna be right here in front of the Roxanne Wolf plushie. Here we go, another retro CD, and the next one's gonna be right over in Roxy Raceway. Which I just went the wrong way. Oh, okay, no, I did go the right way. What the hell am I doing? Okay. I'm only confusing myself. Anyways. We can open the other way up to Roxy Raceway. I'm just not going to. Freddy. Come here. And we want to go down here to these bumper cars. Not here. Not there. The bumper cars over here is what I meant. So we come over here, and there it is right there. Just sitting on the thing. Okay, so that's another one. I think that's number 13, 14, I don't know, I lost count. I'm gonna say...
Why are you hiding from me?
13.
I can still hear
Roxy. Yep, she got alerted to that. Alright, let's burn.
you. Where are you?
So now that brings us to the third floor CDs, which our next one is going to require us to head into the Fazcade. Which Freddy can't enter, but there's a CD for it, so it doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
For your safety, please stay clear of the doors.
Alright. And we want to go over here to this sort of like green room. And on the mic stand is going to be the next CD. Now we want to make our way back down stairs. Excuse me, Mr. Sapphire. And down we go. And out we go. Okay, watch out, watch out. So now we need to... Bro. Okay. 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 Yeah, okay, sure. And as I was saying, we want to go next to Mazer's guys, which... Okay, I guess we're good. Now, entering Mazer size, I'm gonna call Freddy, hide him real quick. And we want to walk over to the snack bar with the giant Freddy soda dispenser or cup dispenser, and there it is. I think this is number 15. Let me check real quick. Go to inventory. Retro CDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, okay, 15. And the last one is right next to where our actual destination is going to be with these CDs, believe it or not. Or actually really close, I should say. So we want to go down. Down again. Okay, I was gonna go to the save, but guess we're not. Life has other plans for me right now, it looks like. And we want to go to Monty's Gator Golf. But we're not gonna go into Gator Golf. We're gonna take the pathway back to the Rockstar Row. So yeah, I've been kind of doing them in somewhat of a weird order. I've been trying to get to them as, like, we get around the general destinations, hoping for the best. And let's just get our boy Freddy in here, just because we kind of need him anyway. Actually, no, not kind of. We actually do need him for this next part. So what we have to do here is we have to get Freddy, enter Rockstar Row. And the reason why we need Freddy is because over here, not the CD's not in the Pirate Cove, is Freddy is actually required to go into this underground section. So we're gonna go down, 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 all the way down. Walking past all these doors that we had opened with the Monty Claws and the Chica's voice box. So ultimately we can get to not down that way, even though it pointed that way. And we want to go here. Upstairs. Pass that way. There's a repair station right here. Just for safe and extra measures. And we're gonna go this way. We have to go this way. And right here on this couch, around right where you start the game, is the final CD. So now, you might be asking, what do we do with these CDs? Well, it's a bit complicated. At least it sounds complicated, but you'll see very quickly that it's actually not. What we have to do is we have to go this way, and over here where Monty first attacked us, past that, there's some more Chica voice box gates and also some other Monty gates, I think, back there. And when flashing the camera here, it grants us a room that only Gregory can access, it looks like. I don't think Freddy can fit. Yeah. And it looks like Michael Afton's room. It's got the exotic butters, it's got the TV playing on tour, the popcorn and everything. And what we have here is a tape player. Pushing this will play every single tape that we've collected. There's also a code on here. This is actually a reference to Tales from the Pizzaplex, the code that the Mimic used to communicate with David. But that's not what we came here to check out. We came here to use this tape player to play these CDs. So without further ado, I'm going to shut myself up and we're going to go listen to these.
Hello, Vanessa. How are you feeling today? You look a little tired. Well, It's been a while since we last spoke. How's your anxiety been? You did so well with your calming protocols when we first worked together. Are you still using those? Yes? Okay, good. Well, now I understand there's a new issue. It came on just recently, rather suddenly. Can you tell me about it?
What issue? I've been doing my job. I come in and sit at my desk and do my work.
Yes, of course you do. Your performance reviews are good. But a routine check of your online history has revealed that you've spent quite a bit of time with someone in an encrypted conversation. We have transcripts, and I've read them. But it's not clear what you're talking about in these conversations. I can't make sense of it. You must be getting something from these that I'm not getting, right? Who are you talking to in these?
No one. Sometimes I talk with Lewis. He's in the marketing department. He's nice, I guess.
Yes, I see Lewis here. But there's someone else.
Okay. That's weird. Someone else, huh? See. Alright, see. Alright, there we go. Now it's playing it.
Isn't it a pretty day? No? What's the matter? Oh, right. Too bright. I'll pull the shades. Better? When the shades pulled, it feels like we're in a cubbyhole or a cave? Yeah? So you're not talking to me again today? This isn't all that productive, you know. Don't you think the sessions are more successful when you talk to me? You know, everyone associated with this company gets performance reviews, right? When my sessions don't get results, my reviews aren't very good. If you don't want to talk for your own sake, how about for mine? You don't want me to get in trouble, do you? I could be put in the corner for a timeout. Yeah, you think that's funny, huh?
So it looks like we got two different patients going on. Vanessa and this other person named Patient 46. Alright, team 3, let's go.
Hi, go ahead. Sit down.
I don't know you. What happened to...
Oh, we'll get to know each other in no time. I've read through all your files, so I feel like we've been talking for weeks. I feel like I know your dad, too. Bill, right? Your dad's name was Bill? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I try to do what I'm supposed to do.
I know you do. Your supervisor notes that you follow instructions perfectly. Your dad made you follow instructions, didn't he? I'm talking about the custody battle between your mum and your dad. Your dad didn't play fair, did he? He used to make your mum look bad in court. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Do you want to talk about how that felt? I suppose I don't need you to tell me it felt bad to have a parent scare you into saying things that weren't true. He manipulated you. It wasn't your fault. It's really sad, but it's common for one parent to use their child to hurt the other parent. I know your mum after she lost the custody case.
I was supposed to be a good girl.
What happened to her had nothing to do with you, even though it was your testimony that did it. Was that testimony true? No, I didn't think so. But your dad is to blame, not you.
Okay.
You're not going to talk to me? No? What's the problem? Oh, the flowers? Yes, these are particularly fragrant today, aren't they? I'll move them. There. Now, let's see. What are you looking at? You're amazingly alert, aren't you? All right. Well, I'd like to have you tell me about yourself. But I can see that you're not going to do that. Or are you? All right then. If you aren't going to talk to me, I'll just go by these notes. you just sit there and be comfy. Or not. That chair doesn't really fit you, does it? Well, this won't take long. Let's see. Your previous counselor is no longer available. Does that bother you? No? You don't look surprised to see me sitting here instead of your last therapist. Well, then, let's get to it. I'll admit that some of what's in your file is a little surprising. Overall, you don't come across as a troublemaker. But if you read between the lines, it's clear that you have a little rebellious side, right? And I'm surprised by your knowledge of computers. You're something of a phenom. Do you know what that word means? It means you have unusual skill, like a hacker. I assume you know what a hacker is. Yes? Do you think of yourself as a hacker? Good morning, Vanessa. Let's jump right in, shall we? I got a message last night about you, and I have to be honest, it was upsetting. Apparently, the IT department has put together a pretty lengthy report chronicling non-job-related communications that have been coming to your computer. The fact that you're still doing something obviously not work-related on the job is disturbing enough. But what bothers me about what I read is that the messages you're getting seem very manipulative in nature. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I get a lot of messages from friends. I like when Lewis writes to me. He's funny.
I'm not talking about Lewis. You know who I'm talking about. Why won't you open up about it? What you might not know is that this person who's been sending you messages has been hacking into your personal files too. These are the same files I have here. These files are full of details about your life. Do you know what that means?
I'm not in the tech department. I just type on the computers.
I know that. But what matters here is that this person who is contacting you knows a lot about you.
Lots of people know more than I do. Sometimes I need to listen.
Good morning. It's good to meet you. I've read your file, so I'm up to speed on what you and your previous therapists have worked on. Sure, you can have a candy. I'll have one too. You look chill sitting there like that. Not a care in the world, huh? All right. Well, I'd like to start by talking about your parents. What happened to them and you was tragic. But when I looked through the notes, I didn't get a sense that you've processed that emotionally. When I read your account of what happened, it came across as, well, more of an objective rather than a subjective narrative. Oh, sorry. You don't know what that means, do you? What I mean is that the way you told the story is more like you were reading something from a book than you were talking about your own past. That makes me think you've cut yourself off from it. Is that right? Not sure? Well, I see in your file that you spend a lot of time by yourself and are good at self-dialogue. You know what I mean? Asking yourself questions and getting answers. So maybe you should ask yourself how you really feel about your past. Maybe you should give yourself a chance to really look at what happened and let yourself be upset about it, so you can let it go. Hi, Vanessa. Would you like a candy? Butterscotch today.
No, thank you. Those have 35 calories apiece.
Well, they taste good to me. Okay, I thought we could do something today that will help us get to know one another better. It looks like you've never taken an ink blot test, right? No? Okay. Then I'm going to show you some ink blots, like this one. And I want you to tell me the first thing it makes you think of. Here we go. What do you see here?
A treehouse.
It does look sort of like a treehouse, doesn't it? Do you like treehouses?
I like to sit outside and read.
That's good. Now, what about this one?
A beetle.
Really? Looks like a face to me. That's very interesting. Have you thought more about what we talked about? In our last session, you told me you were sad and scared about what happened to you. I suggested you write down exactly what made you so sad and scared. Did you do that? You know, I work with people of all ages, from little kids to the very elderly, and everyone reacts to tragedy differently. Tragedy always leads to a feeling of loss. It's a hole that feels funny, right? Yeah. So, if you could process those feelings, how do you think it would affect your fantasies? Would you keep them in the way they are? What are you doing? Oh, you like those? I do too. They smell so sweet, don't they? Apparently, the janitor on this floor has a garden and has been putting bouquets in the offices here for years. Do you ever grow things? No?
I work a lot.
I know you do. Maybe more than you should. More free time would do you good. Do you have a hobby? No? Perhaps we could find one for you, like a sport. No? I have a craft space in my basement. Maybe I could come up with something you could learn to do.
I don't like dark basements.
I'd say make yourself comfortable, but I think you already are. It looks like you could take a nap. That's a nice chair, isn't it? According to these message logs, you've been working pretty late over the last couple of weeks. Or not working. Are you ready to talk about who you're interacting with? From what I can see here, the interaction is getting more serious. Is it distracting you from your work?
My work is important. There's a non-disclosure agreement.
Good morning, Vanessa. Well, I can't blame you for looking out the window instead of listening to me. It's a gorgeous day, isn't it?
I like the blue sky.
So do I. Now, let's see what we can get done on this nice sunny day. Okay, here we go. I know part of your job requires you to do online searches, but a routine audit of your search history has revealed that you're doing a little private searching on company time. Is that right?
I get breaks.
That's true. So, on your breaks, it looks like you were shopping for a costume. You purchased some fake fur material. What are you gonna make? What was that? Did you say the costume is a secret? Why is that?
I can't talk about this. He said he would always be watching. He could be here, or there, or anywhere in between.
Are you talking about your dad? Have those feelings come up again? I hate sounding like a broken record, but this is something you really need to resolve if you're ever going to be happy.
I have! I compartmentalized him. He's locked away.
No, that's not what I mean. You can't just ignore an issue. You have to face your memory of the experiences and process them so you can let it go. So you don't get triggered anymore. You can use a sort of self-dialogue to release these things.
I don't like doing that.
Well, okay. We'll get back to that. I'd really like to know something about this costume. What's it for? I understand you'll be transferring to a different location soon. I'll be sorry to see you go. I think we've been making progress, don't you? You can request to come back and speak with me more on your own time, though. Did you know that? Our sessions don't have to be company mandated. I have all sorts of clients, Vanessa. I don't just work with corporations. I work with individuals and small groups. I even work in schools. I'm wherever I'm needed.
I'm needed somewhere else now. Thank you.
When I'm getting to know a new client, I like to start by finding out directly from them what they like to do. How do you spend all the time you have? Nothing. Well, how do you feel about sports? You like sports? Yeah? No? Oh, I get it. You like to watch them, but not play them. You like being inside, don't you? I get that. Lots of weird stuff outdoors, isn't there? Yeah, I understand. Well, I hate to do this right off the bat, but I've been directed to ask you about this. Apparently, I'm the fourth therapist you've had. And apparently, all three of your former therapists have gone missing. Or two of them are missing. I don't want to scare you, but I have to tell you that one of them was found dead. That doesn't seem to upset you. Well, then I guess I'll go ahead and tell you that the woman's body was pretty messed up. It looked like it was mangled by machinery. That doesn't bother you either? It's all pretty strange, I think. I'm not clear on the circumstances. Apparently the police don't have any evidence. How does all of this make you feel? Maybe I should be watching my back. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Okay, shall we move on to something lighter?
So it looks like, piecing it all together, Vanessa's like talking about her dad and her family, and also like the fursuit. No, wait, the fake fur for the Fanny costume. While she's at the job, she handles the tech stuff, so she's not doing any of this stuff. It's probably not Gregory either, even if he's a hacker, because he's supposed to be Patient 46, but because of the one book. But all of this is related to the Mimic in some capacity.
Do you know a place called Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex?
Yeah.
I'll take your
course I
silence
do.
as a yes. And besides, I know you know it. Because the technicians who work for Pizzaplex know you. Or rather, I guess it would be better to say that they think they do. They report that they've caught you on camera, or at least it appears to be you. Nothing to say about that? Well, the techs are convinced that you've hacked into their system many times. Although, I'll admit I don't see any proof here. Seems like they have more of a gut feeling than fact. But apparently, the hacks are causing all kinds of problems. You get a kick out of that? The idea of techs running around like chickens with their heads cut off? Yeah, that's a funny image, isn't it? But seriously, I have to say that I think it's weird that you'd spend so much time in such a busy, social place. You seem like more of a loner to me. Lots of time by yourself instead of with friends. Lots of time talking to yourself. Right? Is it the electronics you like? I saw in your file that you have developed software programs that talk to you in repeat phrases, right? The program asks you questions and prompts you for responses. It's kind of like your own self-therapy, isn't it? Another way of talking to yourself to work things out, right? When I saw some of your recent encrypted conversation logs, that's what I thought I was looking at. It felt like I was watching someone go back and forth in their own head. But the techs found something that's different than that. When I read what they found, at first, I thought I was looking at more examples of you just talking with yourself. Then I realized it was different. When I study this, it sounds like there is someone else responding to you. Who is it?
I saw some ink blot test results in your file. I like ink blot tests. You want to do one? Yes? Okay. How about this one? What do you see? What? You want to hold it? Okay. You think it's a mask? It reminds you of a mask? Like a disguise? Yeah, I can see that. You like the idea of being disguised? Disguises let you be sort of invisible, don't they? You can get away with almost anything when you're invisible, can't you? Yeah, you like that idea, huh? Well, okay, moving on. I have another report we need to talk about. Apparently, the techs were reviewing communications going in and out of this building, and they came across some interesting things. They say you were in communication with someone, or maybe something. Pretty strange. What do you think about that? Nothing? Well, the techs say it looked to them like it was an attempt to manipulate you, or maybe to lure you somewhere. There, that's better. On this side of the desk, I can see your eyes. The thing is, when I read the communications, I get something different out of them. I don't think you're being manipulated here. I think you're the one doing the manipulating. No comment? Huh? Okay. Then how about this? I have this still shot the techs pulled from the security footage that recorded you in the Pizzaplex. That's you, isn't it? I know this image is distorted, but I think it looks like you. And you're not alone here. You're talking to someone. Or something. It's hard to tell. What are those things? They almost look like rabbit ears. What? You find that amusing? Well, I guess it is.
Is this all me?
I got another message from the techs at the Pizzaplex. I'm afraid it's about you again. The techs have been struggling to fix some serious glitches with the robots. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong, except that it's making the robots more eerie than entertaining. You like that? Eerie instead of entertaining? Thanks, but it's really not that funny. Apparently, the glitch extended beyond the robots. It went system-wide. It began infecting all the machines, and when the techs traced the glitch back to its origin, it led them to you. I'm not going to pretend to understand everything I'm reading here, but what I get is that the system-wide glitch was like a cascade that was broadcasting a very dangerous message. While the techs were trying to reprogram the system to remove the glitch, the source of the glitch shifted. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not all that familiar with computer programming, so I might get this wrong, but what I understand is that the glitch stopped being a glitch and turned into an intentional set of subroutines that were aimed at creating the same thing the glitch created. Those subroutines seem to have come from you. Can you explain that? Listen, I'm on your side here. Our sessions are just between you and me. The techs can't prove what they think, so you're not in trouble. I just thought you could tell me what you're trying to do. Maybe if we could get to the bottom of that, it could help you. What do you think? Still not talking? All right. Well, then let's do this. Why don't we talk about the research I did in your past, shall we? Some therapists think they should only focus on information they get from their clients, but some therapists, like me, think it's helpful to find out about clients from other sources. Want to guess what I found out when I looked into the tragedy of your past? All that stuff about your parents? You aren't even gonna look at me? Fine. You can look at the floor all you want. But it won't change the fact that none of what you said in your file about your parents was true. The truth is, you had great parents, a great childhood. Why did you lie? Look at me. Tell me why you lied. You... Well, I can understand why you might feel angry about the way I just confronted you. Why don't we come back to this another day? You're shaking your head as though that's not going to happen.
It's all interesting. It's weird because, like, even after all this time, I still don't feel like I fully understand what's going on with 46, like, in Gregory and why he's this way. But yeah, listening to those tapes was, a lot longer than I expected, so it looks like I was wrong. This, probably is not gonna be the final episode, because, we don't really have a lot of time to finish. So, looks like we're gonna have to save that for the next, which will actually be the final video. So, until then, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. This is Sergeant Cockroach, signing out, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.